Well, silly me for thinking that would go well. Of course, my browser wanted to crash because, you know, I gave it the complicated task of looking up some lyrics so I could sing them. Because, well, I've just had it in my head a lot lately. And generally speaking, when I have this song in my head, it bears relevance. So I'm going to wait for Metro Lyrics to finish trying to send me cookies. And I'm going to just go ahead with that. And before I do that, welcome Pedro, Maximo, Carlos, Emily. How y'all doing? This is not directed at you. I know that your powers of retention are as wet as a warthog's backside. But thick as you are, pay attention. Really? Really? Oh, today is just filled with funny. Oh, no, y'all get to see this. Y'all get to see this. I'm not dealing with this shit without sharing the experience with you. I'm just in the middle of fucking reading and it just jumps here and now I can't fucking scroll down. Just can't scroll down. It just decided that I can't fucking see it anymore. Huh. Look at this. Look at this. I just can't fucking do anything. And you know, I've basically been wanting to, you know, kind of fucking end the world since I fucking woke up this fucking morning. So, you know, it just kind of fucking figures. I'm gonna sing my fucking song, okay? And I don't care if people keep fucking dropping from the views. It's a good fucking song, damn it. Come here, stupid fucking scripts. Come here. Well, I guess there's no point in staying on that screen. Oh, I've just got a few things pissing me off. This is not one of them. This is. And oh, Donald Trump certainly is one of them again today. You know, I know. News flash. I just wish he was fucking gone. Like, oh my God. The way a protective parent wishes a bullet heading at their children was gone. Okay? That's how I wish Donald Trump was fucking gone. His existence is going to cost millions of lives. Okay? His lack of existence in any, present form, position, that would save said millions, maybe billion or so lives. And he goes and proves my point again this morning, apparently. Calling Edragon and congratulating him on his new dictator powers. Literally the opposite of what America does. So, I'm going to sing my fucking song. If any of you woke up this morning and just knew that the spirit pressure was off, even the fucking moron with the Nissan Titan apparently was just playing cool so I wouldn't stalk him on the fucking break. So apparently I do have, way more local viewers than I thought. That's okay. I still have, the video, his license plate, and an interview with the bus driver saying that he's, recklessly driving and endangered her. So, y'all are going to get to see that now. He's going to be famous because he went and did his little fucking rev on me this morning. I'm just like perfectly calm. Just, bring the girls out. And the asshole just wants to start shit for no reason. Again. Then I come in and I hear this shit about Donald Trump. I guarantee you. I would bet a limb. Okay? Not just $5. I would bet a fucking limb that asshole is a Trump supporter. I would just bet. I would bet my life. Okay? It's just so he is the quintessential Trump supporter. Like when you think this guy. You really do. You don't even know him, and you already have him in your head. You're picturing the right guy. Some variation on his inbred mutation, something. So, don't read into the lyrics too much. And I'm sorry if you're already bored listening to me bitch. But here goes nothing. And first you got to get the little music thing in your head. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah, get that going. I know that your powers of retention are as wet as a warthog's backside, but thick as you are, pay attention. My words are a matter of pride. It's clear from your vacant expressions the lights are not all on upstairs, but we're talking kings and successions. Even you can't be caught unawares. So prepare for the chance of a lifetime. Be prepared for sensational news. A shining new era is tiptoeing nearer. And where do we feature? Just listen to teacher. I know it sounds sordid, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. And injustice deliciously squared. Be prepared. Hey, baby, you want to come do the little parts with me? It's got them written. Yeah, be prepared. We'll be prepared for what? For the death of the king. Why, is he sick? No, fool, we're going to kill him. And Simba, too. No king, la 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 la. Idiots! There will be a king. But you said, I will be king. Stick with me, and you'll never go hungry again. Long live the king. Long live the king. They got it all written here. This is cool. Anyways. Yeah, the rest is pretty much irrelevant. I just like the first part. I don't know the words to this last part there. Wait, how? Okay, so the unclear lyrics that you probably don't know either because you can't really hear them when the movie's playing. So prepare for the coup of a century. Be prepared for the murkiest scam. Meticulous planning, tenacity spanning, decades of denial is simply why I'll be the king, undisputed, respected, saluted, and seen for the wonder I am. Yes, my... Yes, you don't know what the fuck's with my hair. Be prepared. I don't know. I try to think of some spur-of-the-moment Trumpy lyrics for that. But, yeah. Be prepared. So, how are you guys, other than doing the hot tub chemistry? I wanted to show y'all this little guy here. Remember how the wife insisted that I get my my game, singular, back up and running? Like I play Final Fantasy. I played Final Fantasy because this wasn't working. Then we got this working for a while. Now it doesn't work again. So I've been playing Final Fantasy again. I had a Logitech Driving Force Pro. Paid $129.99. They charged $69 or $79 for this thing. Okay, so close to $100. All right. 10 years later. And you would think at a similar price point and made to look exactly the same pretty much. Okay. Made to think it's the same kind of unit, same general shape as the Driving Force Pro. See, it has the buttons in the same spot. Okay. And, you know, any controller that you get has basic force feedback functions. You wouldn't think that this would just be like a PS1 style controller with no force feedback and two little bungee cords attached to the steering wheel that basically had absolutely no ability to steer a fucking car whatsoever. You know, at that price point, 10 years later, as a product like the Driving Force Pro, it didn't have the 6-speed gearbox. It had the up and down shifter. It didn't have big mechanical paddle shifters. It just had two little buttons right there. It wasn't anything fancy. It had a pricing point at $129, and they had the G35 system, which was the one with the clutch pedal and the gear shift, and that was $350 plus. So you had the two different price point options. Now to get basically what I used to have, I have to spend $350. To get the gear shift thing, you have to spend like $500. And apparently if I spend around the same amount of money, or the money I would expect to replace what I had from a lesser brand, you don't get shit. I mean, this is... I even opened it up and was like, oh, that looks pretty decent. Then I picked it up and realized it doesn't weigh anything. This is like one of those little multicolored fucking, like, little kids controllers. Okay? It doesn't even come with an AC adapter. Doesn't need one, because it's not a fucking racing wheel. It's just a gamepad with bungee cords and a steering wheel attached. The pedals don't have teeth for the carpet. There are no teeth for carpet. So basically the pedals don't stay put. Also, not worth a fuck. That is not how these things are supposed to work. That is not how you'd expect something like this to work, looking at it. Brand new product. Will not register in the game at all. It just doesn't show up. Gran Turismo 6, not compatible. Not even slightly. Apparently this box isn't even compatible. What's going on? Alright. Apparently I have to disassemble this thing, but I'm really happy to do this. This is the little thing that it has in place of the two clamps that you get on the Logic. You get this one little screw thing right here, and you have to figure out that it screws into this thing that it doesn't even fit in without it being mentioned in the instructions. So you get one of these kind of guys. That's the screw. And you get this wishbone thing. And it doesn't clearly look like it fits in this place. You know, it's not even, there's no fit place for it. So anyways. No force feedback. Brand new product. Close to $100. Roughly $80. These are going for $100 retail. Okay, they sell that for $100. That's on sale right now for $100. What the fuck is what? And this is, you notice how they have the PS logo on here? This is now the authorized PlayStation wheel. That's the entry-level one. Allegedly, there's force feedback in the T100, but to get 900-degree rotation and to get real power assist, professional level simulation feedback, you know, which is the whole point of having the fucking modern gaming system, you have to pay $300 and you have to get the T300 RS. And it doesn't even come, get this, it doesn't even come with the up and down shift like the Driving Force Pro. So basically, they want me to pay more than twice as much to downgrade. So, did we ever find those screwdrivers, dear? We were cleaning out the area around the aquarium, and came across where the girls had hidden my, well, what's left of my electronic screwdriver kit. That's one thing you don't expect when you're become a father. Like you think, oh, good, I'm prepared to be a father. I have all these tools. When things break, I will be the dad who fixes things. Then things break, and you realize your kids have done things with your tools. They didn't have permission to. They didn't even have reasons to do these things with your tools. But now those tools are. Who knows? Who knows what they are? So, for the past, I don't know, God knows how many years. Every time I've had to repair anything, including vehicles outside, and even in like spur of the moment situations, every time I've had to fix anything, I've had to spend at least as much time as the first day of repair looking for damn tools as I did repairing the actual vehicle. So be prepared for that. If you're gonna be a dad one day soon, Joey, maybe lock your damn tools up. Just lock them all up. Just find a safe place, and everything that you need to repair anything else, keep it there. I didn't have the room to establish such a luxurious accommodation in my present domicile. Oh yes, Bruce looked very happy. Good. What's up, Sean? Okay, so speaking of domiciles.
Wait, before you change subject, I have a miraculous thing to show you. Are you ready for the miracle that's going to compound all miracles?
Speak up.
You ready for the miracle that's going to compound all miracles?
She said she has a miraculous thing to show me. Wow.
I finds them all.
You could probably, if you could see the rust, you can kind of see the rust right there. I don't think these things have been together since within the first month of them being purchased. And judging by the rust...
I was just getting ready to say, based on the rust, it's been a while.
That's probably been a long time.
I think this was pre-my
5
days.
years.
Oh no, this predates me.
Think?
Yeah. And it'll be, what, 6 years this summer?
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna go try and fix... Don't do that, I'm gonna try and fix your shit.
Predates your rescue.
Yes. Predates my Simba adoption.
Pre-2011 electronic screwdrivers. I wonder if they're aliens.
Did you hear my phone?
What?
It's pre-Simba adopting me.
Pre-Simba adopting. Yeah, Simba took care of her when she first moved in with me. She slept on the couch. Because I'm not a what do they call it? Gigolo. Hey, person who needs a place to stay, just come right into my bed with me. No, she slept on the couch when she first moved in. And my cat, Simba, just like got up there and was her teddy bear every night. So anyways, no longer speaking of domiciles, I was speaking of domiciles, and I already started to use that segue. So now I'm recovering the segue for recycling purposes. Yeah, save the whales, and save the people who are in Wales while you're at it. I hear they're having problems.
Did you say save the whales?
Yes. Let's talk about recycling a sentence.
Recycling a sentence.
Yeah, I'm a moron. Don't worry about what's going on over here. If you've only heard snippets, they're either laughing with me or at me, and you know.
I'm gonna go with
That's-
the latter.
It's probably
I
the
like
correct assumption. So anyways, plus or minus, may or may not, negative or positive, be speaking of domiciles. We found a possibility. And if we can get approved on this possibility, it would be lower than our present rent. And that is driving me insane. We found some land for 25 grand. And we're thinking about doing one of them things where you buy a trailer and they help you finance the land for the trailer. Because that's one of the more forgiving, as far as credit goes, one of the more forgiving ways to go about that kind of thing. My shirt's buttoned up enough, or if I look like I'm going to a disco. Okay, yeah, a little too comfortable. So it's a little quarter of an acre on the highway, outside the city limits, but less money than we're paying now, with the trailer on it, with a bigger trailer than this very, very old thing. And like, you know, I don't mean like a trailer. I mean one of the prefab houses that they move around. They call them double wide, but it's a prefab house, like much nicer than this one is. And it's shorter than a trailer. It's like the floor plan. It's just like a little house. 3 bedroom, 2 bath, $75,000. Wasn't it $75,000 for the bigger one with the kitchen? That's reasonable.
Yeah, between 70 and 75.
72 something. So with $25,000 lot, still right around 100 grand. And we're paying more than $700 a month rent for this. So I don't know if you can see it from here, but behind the sewing supplies on this table is the little freshwater tank, the little 2.5 gallon, and I have about 100 mysis in there, and they're just like hanging out and swimming around. And what's really funny is, and I gotta get I gotta get a movie of this. The little tiny mysis shrimp, I can feed them New Life Spectrum pellets, and each one will go and pick up a little New Life Spectrum pellet, and it looks like an ant carrying around a rock or something, you know, like little tiny mysis shrimp carrying around a New Life Spectrum pellet. They're all floating around there with their little pellets. It's kind of hilarious. It's almost adorable, even. We called my son Destructo Boy. What? Hot tub chemistry. Oh, I see where this is going. So being that it's outside of the city limits, I will be able to put the trailer however high I want, however secure I want. And then I can move on to building the classified prototype, which, as you know, is a flood-proof building. And that's going to be my new aquaculture center. And I guess we're going to make a smaller version of the previous floor plan that I had designed for it to accommodate both the land space and the method of procurement, which is buying a trailer. So we're going to have to get the trailer, so we don't need to have the house in there. So, but the trailer will be high enough. This place didn't flood that bad last time. Places just right a block away from it flooded pretty bad, but this place stayed, just about 2 feet underwater. Okay, so 2 feet of water I can deal with during the 100-year flood, during the August flood. And then gonna build the prototype building. I'm not going to build that up at all. I'm going to basically build it there, see if it floats, and the difference between patenting a design concept and copywriting an architectural blueprint, quite different. So I'll be able to own that style of structure, basically. And I have a big plan to expand from there if and when it works. And I think it's going to work because, it's a boat. It's a house. It's basically a houseboat, but different. Wider. I can tell you that much. Definitely wider. And the design has, multiple scaling options and is suitable for disaster recovery and military checkpoints and like whatever. I mean, it is one of the most multi-purpose, easily deployable buildings possible. That's how it was designed. It was designed for those purposes. And so I guess we're going to have to fund our own prototype here. So we're looking around for a place that sells trailers and does the loan thing. That was actually my dad's suggestion. So I was just like, holy crap, we found this land and nobody else wants it. What do we do? Because, I mean, that's what basically we were looking for, was some land that was just getting devalued over and over again because of the recent flood. And this was actually, it's been for sale since before the flood. And they used to want twice as much for it. But it's perfect for my purposes. I mean, it's just the right size. And the only thing I'm worried about is that it being on a country highway, I might need to build myself one of them little roundabout landings, I'm going to try to design that into it so I can not have to do it. I mean, I guess it's not too bad if I have to drag race a little to get out on the street every morning, but, I'd rather make it to where it's as safe as possible. Because I believe it's on a 55 mile an hour, two lane, two-way highway. So pulling out is going to be fun. Pulling in can be equally as fun, but you don't have a lot of problems with people trying to pass on the left while you're trying to turn left around here. Mostly double yellows and stuff like that. Definitely going to have to be sure to use our turn signals. But for the price, I'll fucking take it all day long. So anyways, for those of you who are just joining the broadcast, a public service message. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck him, 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 fuck him. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck him. Ah! Okay. And now I'm going to breathe. Fuck Donald Trump. Okay. I feel better now. Don't you feel better? I feel better. I hope you feel better too. If you don't, just go ahead and scream with me. Fuck Donald Trump. Okay. Anyways, I'm over it. And I'm now going to move on to more important things, like wondering why my alignment isn't exactly the way I want it to be. There we go. All right. So we're going to get on to finding out what the breaking news headlines are. Because after my series of fiascos last night, we PlayStation wasn't cooperating. It took forever to get the game to load. Okay, I had to clean the lens on the laser thing after, many other just futile, persistent attempts, assuming the CD was scratched. Turned out cleaning the lens actually worked. And it was probably 1:30 in the morning by the time we actually got the shit to work. The game, that is. And then I was all excited. First track was going to be the Daytona 24-hour road course. 3, 2, 1. Ding. And I hit the gas pedal and it upshifted. Hit the brake pedal, it downshifted. Hit the left shifter, it hit the rear view, and the right shifter was the windshield wipers? Yeah. But that's not all. Get this. This is something that they've known about since fucking 2010, apparently. Or no, it was 2014. So for 3 years, they've known about this. Again, I just bought this fucking thing. It just came in yesterday. On the PlayStation forum, support forum, from 2014, they had an actual PlayStation rep giving the solution to the problem. Solution to the fucking problem. Refund. That's the solution to the problem. Class action lawsuit. That's the solution to the problem. Creating a deceptive product at a different pricing point. This is a $30 wheel for kids. Not what it looks like and is priced like a simulator. Okay? It's like, read my description. Okay? Read my description of this video, because I got on a little rant while I was supposed to be starting the video. Typing a letter to my video. I don't know. Fuck. I know I'm getting old. I just want to send an angry email. So on the fucking PlayStation help forum, the support forum, they got one of the official solutions experts or whatever telling you to fix the problem. And this acknowledges that it's a fucking gamepad. It's